let me tell you what. We are the current elected Board of County Commissioners. Okay, we are all represent certain constituencies.
You should represent everyone. Okay.
We all. What I meant was, I'm District 3 Commissioner. He's District 2 Commissioners.
Yeah.
And we represent the whole county, but we're all from different districts. And
okay.
And we have to listen to everybody, and we got to make sure that the truth is being put forth by the voters, not some ballot language that hides the fact that their taxes would be raised and that this will be another layer of government, because that is a fact.
Do you acknowledge that the 2014 ballot language is the one that we're currently proposing to use? Yes or no, please?
I believe that this ballot language that you all are put forth is misleading. It's not accurate. I don't trust it, and I don't believe in it. So that's my vote. I'm only one vote here.
Okay, but don't tell me.
So I'm saying the people need to decide. I agree with that, because you're coming up here and y'all have been putting out stuff on social media saying the people want to decide, the people this, and I agree with all of that, but we need to make sure the people know the truth that incorporating Navarre, Florida is going to add another layer of government and cause our seniors to pay more taxes. They need to know that, and if they vote for that, then so be it. That's their choice.
And one of the things they're going to ask is, what do I get for that? Right? Which is...
They get another layer of government.
I disagree.
And they know what another layer of government means. It means more control for a select group of people. And it means a whole bunch of regulations that haven't even been determined yet.
So I'm going to bring you to the study that has been assessed and supported by BGM Consulting, who are professionals in this regard. They said the goals of creating a city of Navarre are to gain home rule, which would allow residents to better determine their future destiny of the community. That needs to be included, okay? Because if you're talking about the additions to it, that's part of it. Enhancing their quality of life through better access and provision of resident desired services, establishing reasonable zoning regulations, maintenance of public infrastructure, levels of code enforcement that is specific to Navarre, practicing better cost efficiency, using our money better, James. That's something that I don't hear you talk about, is we believe and we see in Gulf Breeze and Milton and Jay more cost-efficient uses of our tax money in order to keep those taxes low, exploring the possibility of establishing a CRA for parts of Navarre that need to get money for things like what we've heard about today of people flooding. I'm sure that they want to hear, is the city going to be able to provide better grants and services for me for this issue? I'm not finished, please. Be able to return a greater service by working with you guys, having a collaborative relationship. We've seen that. We've seen city officials come up here and work with you guys towards positive projects, and you treat them as peers. You don't sit there and say, well, you know, you're beneath me in the layer of government scheme, therefore you do what I say. No, you treat them as collaborators and peers, and they treat you the same way. So with respect, the whole layer of government thing doesn't acknowledge that. It's not factual in that regard, especially when it comes to them having some degree of autonomy to make their own rules that you don't approve of, nor can you push back against. And then building a community-centered local government that meets the needs of businesses and residents alike. And I would push back on your terminology of big government. A city of Navarre is not big government. We're talking about the lowest tax rate in Santa Rosa County for any city or town. We're talking about very focused services specific to the needs. And finally, when you talk about this being rushed, we've been working on this, as you know, for several years and done numerous surveys, polls, public meetings to ask the people of Navarre what it is you specifically want out of this municipality. If you want to communicate all of that and try to use the ballot language to inform people, that's fine, but I don't think it's appropriate because the page is going to be extremely long and is in fact contained here. The purpose of a ballot is to make a decision, not to inform. When you go into a ballot and you see those constitutional amendments, It's not informing you at that point. It's asking you, do you agree or disagree? The time to get educated on this and to learn about it is now so that a decision can be made. So what you were trying to do with the ballot language is inappropriate. It's against historical precedent, and it's not doing service to this issue and the people of our community.